Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I've got a whole lot of different size boxes here that I'm going to be using to try and make into an organizer. So I've got 15 little boxes which are 17 centimeters by 27 centimeters, and I've cut out a piece of cardboard which is the 17 by 27 to go over it to make the support on it. Now what I'm doing is I'm cutting out on this large piece of cardboard the divider that's going to go between the two of them. So the divider is 27.5 centimeters because I want it just a little bit bigger so that it can actually slot in to the middle of the two. So that one will slot into this section over here to strengthen the two pieces that I've put together. So this one consists of 3 different compartments. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm taking the big piece of cardboard and I'm going to glue it in onto this lot of shelving and then attach the next one to that as well, and the next one. So in total I've got 3 sets of drawers. So now I'm going to glue the outside pieces on. I've got all the shelves in and all the drawers are in place. Now what I'm doing is I'm making the faces for the drawers. So what I've got is a piece of cardboard which is the same height as the set of drawers, and then I've just divided it into the size of each drawer that I need. I've got all the drawer faces cut out, and now I'm just going to be covering them with some black paper. I've covered all the first ones. That's what they're looking like at the moment. Now I'm just going to do the next 2 rows. To make this portion of the shelf look a little bit better, I've got some of the black paper which I've just folded, and I'm going to be just gluing that on like that. I've made a rectangular box the same dimensions as what the drawers are going to be, and I'm going to glue that onto the top now. I've attached all the pieces together, and now the next thing I'm going to be doing is making up some paper mache. I'm using flour and water to make a very liquid consistency, and then I'm going to use strips of newspaper and cover the entire box with the paper mache. My paper mache is all dry now, so now I'm just going to paint it all black. I've got some gold duct tape now which is 5 centimeters wide, and what I'm doing is I'm taking some plastic straws and I'm cutting the plastic straws at 4.5 centimeters, and then I'm going to wrap that in the gold duct tape to make the handles for the drawers. Once you've cut the straw and you've wrapped it, take a skewer and just bend the excess into the center of the straw so that you don't have the straw colour sticking out, just like that. Then take another straw and wrap the full length of the straw in the gold duct tape. Then I'm taking my ruler and I'm going to be measuring just 5 millimeters and then cutting that off. That'll be the base of the handle. And then you've got something that looks like that. So now, because I've got 15 drawers, I need to cut 30 of these. The next thing to do is to take a Q-tip or an earbud and pull the ends of the cotton off so that you're left with a small little pipe which we're going to be using to insert into the holes in the drawers, so that the wire doesn't cut through the cardboard. So now take a metal skewer and line up where you want your handles to go in the center of the face and poke 2 holes in at a distance of 5 centimeters. So now take a piece of wire which is a 0.7 gauge wire and it's 15 centimeters long. And then what we're going to do is insert our little piece of plastic into the holes that we've just made, and then cut them off. So making sure it doesn't go out the back, and then just cut little pieces off like this. And then insert your little piece into the holes that we've just made. Now take your wire, thread it through the little hole, the little pipe that we've just inserted, and then bend it at the back so that it doesn't come out. Now the small pieces of straw that we made, we've got the pieces like this. Take a small one, thread it onto the wire, then the large one, and then a small one, and then we're going to bend the wire over so we've got the small piece underneath, and then thread the other side through our little wire, and then bend the wire at the back. So our wires at the back are like that. That's what the little handle looks like on the drawers. Once you're happy with the position, take some masking tape and just stick the wires down. And now it's ready for us to put the piece of paper across to neaten it up. Now just glue your piece of paper over to cover everything in. So there's my drawer completed. I'm not worrying about putting anything at the bottom here because it's going to have pencils and all sorts of things in there, so it's going to get wrecked anyway. I've got this gold edging which I've taken off a cupboard that I threw away, that I didn't need anymore, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and place it on the top like that, now that the paint is all dry. So what I've done now is I've cut two pieces off for this, and then I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to cut it at 45-degree angles so that they fit snug together. So to cut my 45-degree angle, I've taken the two pieces and I've attached them together with a piece of masking tape, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut just along that angle like that. So as you can see, I've cut them and they're sitting rather nicely, and now I'm just going to glue those onto the top of my drawers. As you can see, I've glued the whole piece of gold on the top of the drawers. So that's what the drawers are looking like. So my drawers are finished now. All that's left to do is to fill them all up. As you can see, it's completed now, and it's got all my little goodies in all the drawers, and at the top I've got all my projects that I'm working on. So I now have everything all in one place. If you found this video helpful or you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.